Before the president of Ghana died, I visited him, and I was there and I read the papers. And I noticed that that was 2 years or so before the election. And the opponents were campaigning. I said, why should they start campaigning so early? And of course, they don't have restrictions. From the day they are sworn in, the opponent will start campaigning. And it's so destructive because the opponent want to go and campaign. You are running the government at the same time, you want you to be in the field. I know what it takes to campaign. Nigeria is big. For you to go to this country, spend about 100 months. So the electoral law gives INEC time frame to declare open for political parties to begin to inform Nigeria. But if you do it earlier, you will destabilize government. You will destabilize government. So any president, whether it's Goodluck Jonathan or any other person, as long as you still have the opportunity to contest or not to contest, if you declare it early enough, you create more problems in the system than solving problems. You will never solve problems because if you say you are contesting or you are not contesting, you create more problems. So don't even force a president to declare his interest. It's not right. It is even against the electoral law. Definitely it's against the electoral law. And, no, even if it is not a sitting president, if you now go and declare that you want to be a governor of your state, we will take you to court. No, you can't go and declare. No, not declare. The electoral law has a time where political parties will conduct their primary. That is the time you expect to declare your interest. Whatever you are doing is clandestine. You can tell your friends, a lot of people have been holding meetings silently. Who has declared? What is? Yeah. There is no state of you. I think I want to go about mounting billboards all over the country, and nobody has stopped them. Billboard, I have not seen. Billboard saying that I want to contest election, I will not contest election. Of course, sir. I have not seen. I'm hearing for the first time. I asked my security people to. Well, the point I'm trying to make, sir, is that because even in my billboards after the campaign, after the 2011 campaign, I directed that all billboards should be removed. There is no point in president's face everywhere you go. Nigerians know me appear on television almost on a daily basis. We are talking about development. We are not talking about the face of the president. So I asked them to remove all the billboards for campaign. And if somebody on his own has gone to post a billboard, which I'm hearing for the first time, but when I leave here, definitely I'll ask the security operators to find out.
But we just want to understand, would you like to contest again?
Not yet time, It's not yet time.
Your silence, you must understand what your silence is saying. It's leaving room for a lot of negative speculation.
Speculation could be negative, could be positive.
And many people out there believe that the political activities we see around these days actually are because of whether you are contesting in 2015 or not.
See, whether I'm contesting or not should be an issue in a normal crisis. If Mr. A wants to be the next president of Nigeria, whether I'm contesting or not, he will contest. My not declaring my interest does not stop him from preparing to contest. You don't need to wait until Mr. Jonathan says, I'm not contesting the election. That's when then you are not interested. If you're interested, go and be prepared. You don't need to wait for me to say I'm not contesting. Or you want to be you want to contest as the governor of a state now, where a sitting governor still have the opportunity to recontest. You don't need to wait for the governor to say, I'm not contesting, I'll contest. You go and prepare to contest. Or as a senator or as a House of Rep or even a state assembly. You need to wait. Of course, if you look at the National Assembly, by law, the National Assembly person does not have, he can continue to contest. A parliament, by law, don't have any time limit. But people are preparing to contest Senate seats, they are preparing to contest House of Reps, they are preparing to contest the Assembly. Have those people informed them that they are not contesting? So if you want to contest, you don't need to come and say Jonathan must say whether he's contesting or not. Then you are not ready.
Mr. President, was there any time you signed or entered into an agreement that you were going to
No, I've not signed agreement with anybody.
Was there a gentleman agreement that
after one time? Now, if I have signed agreement, they would have shown you.
Okay, Mr. President.
If I have signed agreement with anybody, they would have shown you. And I said, look, why is a lot of people are misinforming Nigerians? I was in Addis Ababa. And that is the time I advocated for this single tenor. I said that the way we look at the politics of Nigeria, especially now that the country is just developing, how long have we been in politics? 1999 to date. Just about 14 years. It's a very young period. Politically, the country, yes, is 3 years old as an independent nation, and by January, it will be 100 years old as modern Nigeria. But in terms of the political evolution, we started the First Republic, it collapsed. Second Republic lasted for a year, 3 months, collapsed. Third Republic, we didn't even conclude it after electing governors for about 2 years, it collapsed. So this is the very first time that we have stayed up to about 14 years. So 14 years is very, and you look at the way we go about our policy, and I said that to be more productive, probably the president has a single tenure of 7 years. Running without interference will be more productive than even the so-called 8 years. Then I mentioned when I was interfacing with people, I said that, look, if I advocate for that, people will say, oh, President, you want to serve about 4 years now with the 1 year using completing the late president's tenure. That means that you have served for 5 years. You want to go for another 7 years, single tenure. That will be 12 years. They will say, you're selfish. You don't want others to serve. You want to serve 12 years and you want others to serve only 7 years. And I said that if Nigeria agreed to that 7 years tenure, which I believe it will be more productive for the country, I may not even involve people who will know that I'm sincere. I'm thinking more about the country. I didn't say, oh, Jonathan is not going to contest election, not going to contest. I discussed that in the context of the single tenure that I was advocating at that time. It was when I was interfacing with some Nigerians in Addis Ababa. But people say that I have signed an agreement. They should show you the agreement.
Mr. President, recently you sacked 9 ministers. Now, someone just sent us this tweet. Olumide said, Mr. President, sir, can Nigerians know the reason why 9 ministers were sacked? Now, while some have applauded, the fact that you have to rejig your cabinet, some others have said that you could have done more, that maybe start from around yourself, from the presidency.
I will sack myself.
No, definitely not. But people feel that, another school of thought is that there are people around you that they feel, you should have started from around you before there. So there's a bit of confusion there, whether those people were sacked because of the belief that they have alliance to the G7 governors or because this is truly a cabinet reshuffle.
That has nothing to do with G7 governors. If you look at it, I dropped the Minister of Defense long ago, then followed by Minister of Youth Development. It has nothing to do with G4 government. Then recently, because if you look at even the ministers that were dropped, some of them are even from the states where the state of the governors are very close to me. What of Akwa Ibom? That minister was recommended by Governor Fabio. I don't know of that. What of my vice president minister of environment, Katina State? Did she fall out of the vice president?
Did she?
I'm asking you now. No, you see, in government, from time to time, it's like a football team, you see. You have your 11 players. You are the technical advisor or the coach. After some time, somebody may even be doing well. But probably you look at the way the other people are playing, and you feel that probably you need to strengthen the strikers. You just remove one and put another one. If you think the pressure is on you, you need to strengthen the defense. You remove somebody. It's not that the person you are removing is not even doing well, but sometimes, for some reasons, you want to do things slightly differently to achieve better results. Not as if you're not achieving results. So, reshuffling of cabinet, you know that it's a normal business. There is no president that does not. The issue is not even prerogative or not. Yes, you appoint, you fire. But what I'm telling you is that it's supposed not to be an issue. Why is it an issue? Wait. From 1999, that Obasanjo came as the president. 8 years, I worked with Yar'Adua, then Jonathan. Is there any time that you don't change cabinet? Tell me. So why should Jonathan own be an issue?
So when do you expect next?
Because the Jonathan is an issue, I must say. No, 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 but
I think it was